It's time for a little come to Jesus moment for all of my sisters in Christ and brothers in Christ. The first time I was water baptized, this is after I had dried off and gotten changed and everything, I felt myself glowing. I literally felt like I was glowing. I was so happy. I had joy exuding from every pore. And I remember looking over at this woman, and I saw jealousy and hatred. And I remember thinking, what? Why isn't this woman happy for me? Why isn't she happy for me? Why? When you're speaking negatively toward your brothers and your sisters in Christ, you're actually performing a type of witchcraft called baneful witchcraft. And no, you're not going to a dirt crossroad laying down a hex, but it is a type of vex, and it is a type of witchcraft, and you are creating something in the spirit realm. Another concept that might seem a little foreign to you is that when you meditate on a grudge, you're building up negative energy. If you are speaking death, then you are partnering with an unclean spirit. I know this may hurt, but you have to take responsibility for what comes out of your mouth. Let me just give you a couple of examples. He should not be leading worship. She is not qualified to teach a class. They will always run late. She has no timing. They are not qualified to have that much responsibility. These are negative declarations, and you are speaking death toward your brothers and your sisters. Now, you might be saying to yourself, I didn't say these things to that person's face, or you may be saying, but I was telling the truth. Let me tell you something. What you're doing is you are generating strife, and that person can feel the repercussions of your spiritual inertia. And if you don't know what that means, let me try to make it a little more simple for you. We are one body, right? So if you speak negatively about a part of your body, then you are owning that, right? Like you've heard this before. People who say, my cancer or my allergies, they're partnering with that ailment, right? So if you're speaking about somebody who is in your body, your church body, you are declaring an imperfection when Jesus clearly tells us to call something as though it is not. In other words, if you want somebody to excel, you bring them up to that challenge. I know they can do it. I know they can improve. I see potential in this person. Words of life, you have to speak them to their face, yes, obviously, but also when you're away from that person, it counts also. I think that Christians and witches are aware of the fact that Christians have commandeered from pagans the tradition of the Christmas tree and the Easter bunny and the wreaths and the May Day baskets and the pine garland and the Yule logs. But Christians, what you might not be aware of is that you are inadvertently, voluntarily, you are participating in witchcraft. In other words, if you want somebody to excel, you bring them up to that challenge. I know they can do it. I know they can improve. I see potential in this person. Words of life, you have to speak them to their face, yes, obviously, but also when you're away from that person, it counts also.